give anything to be able to have just one moment with you. To be able to see your face, finally. To be able to hold you and tell you how much you were loved and wanted. But I'll never have that chance. I could give it to Alexis. I'm just not sure that I should. Telling Alexis that I am her daughter could turn out to be a disaster. I don't know if I could take it if I opened my heart to her and she just blows my life apart again.
Hey, Sonny's not here.
Where is he?
He went to the Quartermains for Emily.
You're a great... When I come back, I want Sonny here alone. No Emily. You tell him that.
You might want to rethink that.
I can't do this now. Move.
You're not the only one who gets to be angry. This relationship between Sonny and Emily is hurting my children. What do you think Michael's going to do when he finds out what really happened?
That's why it has to stop, Carly.
I tried talking to Sonny. He won't listen. And neither will Emily. I just left the Quartermains begging Emily to do the right thing for Michael and Morgan's sake. She will not give him up.
She may not have a choice.
Listen to me. I hate this too. I did everything I could to stop it, but they are determined to be together, Jason. That is the reality. And if you don't stop, something is going to...
Yeah, I know. Emily and Sonny are going to get hurt worse. I've heard it a million times.
I don't care about Emily and Sonny. I care about you. I'm worried about you. If you don't stop, you could get hurt. Sonny is your friend, and Emily is your sister. If you make this a fight, you are going to lose both of them.
Well, I can handle that as long as Emily lives through this.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You need her. And you like that she comes to you with her problems. You don't want to lose that connection.
I don't want Emily to lose her mind the way you did.
Maybe she won't. Maybe she's stronger than me.
You don't believe that any more than I do,
Well, maybe
Carly.
she's stronger than me in a different way. Maybe she can handle a life
I'm
with
not going
Sonny.
to risk her life on a maybe.
You are the reasonable one. You think things through. Do that now. Jason, don't jump to conclusions. Don't start firing off ultimatums, okay? Count to 10. That's what you always tell me. So you do that now. You count to 10. You have got to stop this from spiraling out of control.
I'm scared. Jason is slipping away. I can feel it. He needed me to support him, and I didn't. And at first, he used to yell, and now he doesn't even fight back anymore. He just shuts down. And if it were just because of Sonny and Emily, I know that we could get through it. But Jason knows that Alexis is my mother. And I know it's changed the way he feels about me. He hates her so much. I'm afraid he's gonna stop loving me.
Sam. Hey. You okay?
I don't know how this works. I'm not Catholic.
It's all right. You don't have to be Catholic for me to listen.
If I were to tell you something, would you promise? I mean, would you have to promise that it would just stay between the two of us?
Of course.
After my brother died, I found out that I was adopted.
I'm sure that came as quite a shock.
Yeah, but what came as more of a shock was who my biological mother was. I already know her, and we have this really, really complicated relationship. My mother is Alexis Davis.
Does she know that you're her?
No. And I am not sure if I should tell her.
down.
You first?
What the hell is going on?
Manny disappeared from the hospital.
Ankle monitor's right here.
Which means he can't be traced.
Why are you acting so surprised? You're the one who bribed a cop to get Manny a key to his ankle monitor in the first place.
It was a severe miscalculation.
You let a murderous freak loose. That's one hell of a miscalculation. Elizabeth has to work with that scum every day.
We don't have time for this, Alcazar. Would you give Manny guns, money, access to a safe house?
Manny does not need my connections. His family has plenty of their own.
And he's not coming back here.
This guy is patient. He's been biding his time for months. There's no telling what he's playing at.
So you're worried how Alexis would react if she finds out that you're her daughter?
I know how Alexis would react. She hates Jason. If she found out that I was her daughter, she would make sure that she did everything possible to cut me out of Jason's life.
Well, she couldn't succeed unless you and Jason allow her to.
Alexis borders on obsessive behavior. Christina can't be around Sonny for 5 minutes without her hyperventilating.
So what do you think? You think that you would come to resent that kind of worry and attention, or do you think it would reassure you on some level?
Gosh, I don't know. I mainly wish that Alexis wasn't my mother. I have so many reasons to hate her.
Hate. That's a very powerful word.
I know, but she's deserving of the word hate. I had almost carried my daughter full term when Alexis started pressuring me to induce my labor. Christina, she needed a bone marrow transplant, and they couldn't find a match. The stem cells from my baby were her only hope. When I refused to induce my labor and risk my daughter's life, she was furious. She started screaming at me, and I collapsed, and I woke up, and my baby was gone. Christina is alive because of my daughter, and how does Alexis repay me? By letting my brother die. She could have given my brother the antidote, and she didn't. She kept it for herself.
Okay. I know it's not always easy to understand, but God does have a plan. Now, with forgiveness comes acceptance.
You can tell me that I need to forgive Alexis. I don't know if that's possible. And not just because what happened with my brother and my daughter, but for what she did to me, I don't know. How could I ever forgive a woman who didn't care enough to keep me?
Well, you can start by thanking her. How old was Alexis when she gave birth to you?
16.
Wow. Well, she was faced with a very adult decision. Seems to me that the selfish choice would have been for Alexis to keep you. I mean, at that age, there would be no way that she could support herself as well as a child. But by putting you up for adoption, she gave you a chance at a better life. You know? I get it. You're angry at Alexis, and you have your reasons. But her putting you up for adoption shouldn't be one of them.
There are moments when I want to reach out and tell Alexis the truth, but I don't know.
Okay. So in those moments, what holds you back?
She thinks that her daughter died. And I think that it would probably be best if everyone...
No. This isn't about everyone. This is about you, Sam. If you want a chance to get to know your mother, then you should tell Alexis the truth. It might be the best for both of you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should tell her the truth.
You think you're gonna need that?
It's up to you.